Sir, the conditions of labor in India are largely governed by the industrial development of the country, over which this government has hardly any control, and therefore it is of no use blaming the government of India if conditions are really not satisfactory. Stop. An honorable member said that as a result of the examination of the conduct of the government of India, he found that the government was guilty of negligence of inaction. I should like to make a mention that in passing this view, he failed to make a distinction which I think is a very necessary one to make. Stop. Para. There are labor problems on which there is no dispute. Stop. There are labor problems which raise no financial burdens. Stop. Now, I would like to know from the honorable member whether on any labor problems on which there was no dispute between the parties or which did not raise any financial question, the government of India had not taken action with all the necessary promptness that the urgency of the case required. Stop. Sir, I have no hesitation in saying that in all such cases where there has been perfect unanimity and where there has not been the involvement of any financial burdens, the government of India has acted with all the promptness that is required from its side. Stop. Then, sir, he said that the conditions of labor during the war had deteriorated to an extent due to the fact that the government of India had granted certain exemptions from the Factories Act with regard to the hours of work, and they had introduced a limitation on labor's right to strike by asking 15 days notice. Stop. I would say that I have taken prompt action on those issues and restored the rights of labor from all sides. Stop. I readily accepted the point, and I remember we issue an amendment to the legislation removing the powers vested on the employers to ask the labor to do this or that particular job. Stop. Para. Sir, as I have said, I cannot deal exhaustively with these matters, but I can sum up the whole situation by saying this, that when I examined the wartime legislation of the Government of India, which undoubtedly has the effect of restructuring the liberty of labor, I have two new principles which have emerged from it. Stop. The first is that the Government of India for the first time has taken upon itself the responsibility which it never did before of fixing the conditions on which a laborer may be employed. Stop. I think this is altogether a new principle which had no place in our labor legislation so far, and I am sure that this principle, which has found its place in wartime legislation, will be given a permanent place in the labor legislation of this country now. Stop. Para. The second important principle which this wartime labor legislation contains is the principle of compulsory arbitration. Stop. Sir, I think my honorable friends will allow me to say that I have some personal experience of labor. Stop. Para. Dear sir, we are much obliged for your inquiry and have the pleasure to enclose herewith our illustrated catalog and price list for your perusal. Stop. We request you to examine and compare our goods with those of any other makers. Stop. We have no doubt of the result, and we are sure that you will find our clothes of the highest quality and our rates the cheapest. Stop. Para. We are surprised to learn that our representative has not called upon you, and we will instruct him to do so in the future. Stop. With reference to the special type of cloth you require for the government contract, we are pleased to quote our rates, and we guarantee absolute satisfaction if you place the order with us in due course. Stop. Para. We beg to call your attention to the enclosed samples of settings which we manufacture for the common winter season and which we are able to offer you at the exceedingly low prices marked there on stop. If you are in the market for this class of goods, you will give the samples your best consideration. Stop. We have a large stock of the goods for delivery, and we hope you will be able to favor us with your esteemed orders, which will at all times receive our prompt attention. Stop. Yours truly.